Hello, second graders. Welcome to math. Math for today, we're coming from page 319 and 320. I know you all cannot see the page number, so do me a favor and look for the page that says make plain figures from solid figures. Look for the page that says make plain figures from solid figures. All right, so let's look at the objective on that page. The objective says make plain figures from solid figures. Explore. It says the faces of solid figures are plain figures. Draw around the faces of the solid figures to find the plain figures. Let's read the cloud above the girl. It says you can make 6 rectangles by drawing around the faces of a rectangular prism. So, looking at the rectangular prism, if you draw circles around the flat surfaces of the rectangular prism, you will have 6 rectangles. So 6 rectangles make up one rectangular prism. Now let's look at connect. Connect says use a solid figure. Draw around the faces. Then it says circle the faces of the solid figure. So for number 1, what type of solid figure is that? What type of solid figure is number 1? Number 1 solid figure is a cube. Number 1 solid figure is a cube. So if I draw circles around all 6 sides of my cube, what plane figure or what plane face would I have from a cube? If I draw 6 circles around my cube, what figure would I have? What figure would I have? Or what shape would I have? What plane shape would I have? I would have a square. So right now on number 1, I want you to trace around the circle that is around the square. Trace around the circle that is around the square. All right, now let's look at number 2. Number 2, what kind of solid figure is that? Or number 2, what kind of solid figure is that? That is a pyramid. That is a pyramid. That is a pyramid. So if I draw circles around the faces of my pyramid, what shape would that be? What shape would be the faces around my pyramid? What shape would be the faces around my pyramid? They would be triangles. So right now I want you to go ahead and grab your pencil and draw a circle around the triangle. Draw a circle around the triangle. Draw a circle around the triangle. Perfect. Now let's look at number 3. What type of figure is that? The solid figure on number 3 is a rectangular prism. That is a rectangular prism. So if I draw circles around the faces of my rectangular prism, what shape would I have? What shape will I have? If I draw circles around the faces of my solid figure, what shape will I have? I will have a rectangle. So let's go ahead and take your pencil and draw a circle around the rectangle. Go ahead and draw a circle around the rectangle. So we learned that if I'm looking at a cube and I draw circles around the faces of my cube, then that shape will be a what on number 1? That would be a square. And then we learned that for number 2, if I draw circles around the faces of my pyramid, then that shape would be a what? it will be a triangle. And then on number 3, we learned that if I draw circles around my rectangular prism, that shape will be a what? That shape will be a rectangle. Good job. So we have completed the front. Now let's flip to the back. Let's flip to the back. The back says practice. Use solid figures. Circle the solid figure that has these faces. So let's look at number 1. Let's look at number 1. Number 1, what kind of shapes are those on number 1? What kind of shapes are those on number 1? Those are squares. Those are squares. So what solid figure uses 6 squares? What solid figure uses 6 squares? That is a cube. A cube uses 6 squares. So you're going to circle the word cube. For numbers 2, 3, and 4, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to look at the shapes that are given to you and figure out, putting all those shapes together, what solid figure it will make. And then on number 5, where it says problem solving reasoning, it says circle the solid figure that this figure will make if you fold it and tape it together. So it says circle the solid figure circle the figure that this figure will make if you fold it and tape it together. So, looking at the layout of what is presented to you, they want to know what solid figure would it make if you fold it together. So your options are a cylinder, a cone, and a cube. So you choose which solid figure would you make by folding those pieces together. Now I'm going to give you a little challenge. I would like to see you all make that same figure using paper. So see how they gave you a lineup? They gave you a line out. They gave you all a line out. So using that line out, I want to see if you can create that figure using the line out. It's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. I promise you it doesn't have to be perfect. But it's just something fun and creative to do with your math time. So once you are finished completing page 320, I want to see if you can create that same layout and make that solid figure using paper. I'm going to challenge myself as well because I'm going to try to make that same solid figure using the layout. Now that completes all of math today. Math was really quick for today for the most part. So that completes all of your math. I hope you all enjoy your math today and have an awesome weekend. See you later, 2nd grade.